everyone, welcome back. I'm Jackie and I'm here to teach you American English. Today, I'm going to go over some English words and phrases that Americans don't use, and we'll teach you how Americans say these instead. Let's do it. The first one, how do you do? It's a greeting, I get it, but we never ever say it. If it's casual, we'll say, how's it going? What's up? What's happening? Or a more formal option is, how are you? Or, how are you doing? BBQ. Even though we know the abbreviation and use it in writing, we never use it in spoken English. Instead, we always say barbecue. Can I have some BBQ sauce? Can I have some barbecue sauce? Do you want to BBQ this weekend? Do you want to barbecue this weekend? Shall. This is very formal British English, and we never use shall. Instead, we use either will or should. Will is for something that will happen in the future, and should is for suggestions. I shall call you. I'll call you. Shall we order some takeout to celebrate? Should we order some takeout to celebrate? Next week. We use next week, but we don't use next week. Instead, we say in 2 weeks. This applies to months and years also. So, not next month. It's in 2 months. And not next year. It's in 2 years. Do you want to go to dinner next week? Let's have dinner in 2 weeks. Fortnight. This one's funny. When my husband first used this word, I thought it was the computer game. Then he explained to me that it means 2 weeks. Don't ever say that to Americans because we will have no clue what you're talking about. We just say 2 weeks. How much is it to rent a car for a fortnight? How much is it to rent a car for 2 weeks? Supermarket. We rarely use the word supermarket. Instead, we say grocery store, and we do grocery shopping. I'm going to the supermarket. Do you want anything? I'm going to the grocery store. Do you want anything? Let's go AA. If you go out with a friend and want to only pay your portion of the meal, don't say, let's go AA. In America, AA is known for Alcoholics Anonymous. It's an organization where people go if they're addicted to alcohol. So avoid that term. There's a term you probably heard of, which is go Dutch. Well, we don't really use that either. The easiest way to say this is, let's split the bill. But if you feel generous and want to pay the whole bill, you can say, this one's on me, or it's my treat. Let's go AA. Let's split the bill. All right, do you know how to say this next one? We actually don't spell out the word APP. We just say app. Did you download the app last night? Did you download the app last night? PPT. PPT is the file extension of PowerPoint files. However, Americans don't refer to the document as PPT. We usually just say slide, slide decks, or just PowerPoint. Can you send me the PPT from the last meeting? Could you send me the slides from the last meeting? Motorcycle. Even though this is correct, we usually just say bike. Yes, we call a bicycle a bike, and we call a motorcycle a bike. Also, it's very confusing. But if you say biker, usually it means someone who rides a motorcycle, not a bicycle. Raining cats and dogs. This is a funny one. It's good to learn idioms. However, some of them we rarely use, like this one. And we don't say big rain. We say heavy rain. We also use the words pouring or downpour. It's raining cats and dogs outside. I am all wet. It's pouring outside. I'm soaked. Auntie or uncle. We don't normally call people who are not related to us auntie or uncle. We usually just say Ms., Mrs., or Mr. And for real relatives, we don't ever use auntie. It's aunt or uncle. For example, I'm visiting my Aunt Mary and Uncle Ken for Thanksgiving. All right, that's all. How many of these have you used? Leave me a comment and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! 再见!